Hi everyone, it's Nancy Bastine again today, and I just want to show you a couple of techniques that I was in the Crazy Island swap for one of the embellishments, and I was asked to show how I cut some of these out and what I did. So first of all, I wanted to show you that I used white mixed media paper. I get this from Office Depot. You can use any kind of paper. I just go for this. I don't know why. You could use paper that you copy on out of your printer, any kind of paper. And what I do is take a napkin, and we're gonna take the backing off of the napkin, and sometimes these can be real stubborn to get off, and sometimes they're real easy. Now this one's going to have two because it's 2-ply. Here I am picking again, but it's coming off real easy. See that? Okay. Now, I don't throw these pieces away because you can see on here there's ghost printing on there. But they do make good collage papers for anything. So what I'm going to do is I glue the whole napkin to the page. I don't cut it up. I don't collage it with different ones. I glue the whole napkin on the page. And with that, I use this mixture of glue that Secret Soto taught me how to make. Just give it a shake, make sure it's shook up. Oh, well, we have it all over us. And I just do half of the page. I put it on. Spread it out a little bit. I just use these cheap brushes that I get at the hardware store. I got a little stuffy nose today. I've taken an allergy pill, so excuse my sniffles till that pill kicks in. Then I take the napkin and I just place it anywhere on here. Just lay it down. Be careful not to push on it too hard. You don't want to tear your napkin. Then I fold the other half up and glue the other half down. Okay. Bring that down, push it down just a little bit. And it doesn't matter if it wrinkles or bubbles or whatever, you can push those out. Just be real careful. Then I take the glue and I go all over the outside. And I just spread that from the center out. Just give it a real light coat. Don't push real hard with your brush. And I bet you're going to think I'm going to use the blower, the heat gun. Ha ha ha. I'm not going to do that today. So we're going to hang this up to dry. and I'll be right back. And the pieces that you saw hanging off at the side, that's how I hang it up to dry. Let's put our lid back on our glue. And because of magic of television, I already have some done. And I'm going to show you how we're going to do this. First of all, I'm going to tear or cut this extra. I don't know if it'll tear right. If not, I'll go ahead and cut it. But just tear that off. And I don't throw these away. It's not going to tear very good, so I'll just go ahead and cut them off. These are what I usually hang them up on, though. My husband hung me a little rope to hang these on. Okay, that's a real pretty one. I'm not going to do all of these, but I just wanted to show you a few that I did last night. There's this one. Now this one has just one little corner, and the rest of it was, the napkin was like this. So I wanted to make sure that this was on the paper because I want to use most of this. This has got a lot of color in it. So we'll use this one. The peacock has a lot of color in it, but I don't know if we'll use that one today. And this one has a lot of color in it, so we might want to use her. And these I just bought the other day, this napkin. Isn't it beautiful? I just love it. I love the blues. My husband, my ex-husband, I should say, we were stationed in Germany for 6 years, and I just love the Delft crystal that they had over there. And it was all blues and whites painted. This one's pretty. We might use this one. Get a piece of that one. And this one's really bright and pretty. And don't worry if it tears off the paper. It's okay. Okay, I'm going to set all these over to the side. And we're going to use, first of all, I wanted to show Secret Soto, how I use my punch that she's having so much trouble with. They're the, so you can punch the inside of a page like this, if you like. It has magnets on it. I think you know that secret. It has a magnet. You want to get your paper on there. And you can turn it over and look, see where it's placed. And you want to get this on there till the magnets hit. And they're on there tight. And then just push down. And there you have it stamped out of the center of the paper. Now what I did is I just cut these out for corners. When I sent them out for corners, I just cut that piece out. And then you have these leftovers, and so you don't want to throw that little heart away. You want to keep that, because you can use that in a collage or on your drop paper. In fact, I think I'm just going to glue it on my drop paper right now so that it doesn't get lost. And there's a few other little pieces here. And I think I'll put it right over here. I figured out that what I have my camera rigged up to is called a boom arm. I figured that out. A boom arm for a microphone. But I think I'm going to maybe get an external webcam that will clip onto the boom arm. Okay, now another thing I wanted to show you, we'll get back to these, but I want you to think out of the box when you're thinking about what you can make embellishments out of. And one of the really pretty embellishments that I made was out of a Joann's mailing out coupon. I always forget about these, and they always expire on me, and I always threw them away, but I don't anymore, because do you see this pretty picture on here? Well, when you cut that out with your Big Shot and a die, it comes out beautiful, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Also, I got a mailer yesterday for this Plaza Artist place. They always send me coupons, but I never need to take them in when I go to buy anything. They just take it off. So I figured this would be a real pretty design when you cut it out of your Big Shot and your dies. It really comes out pretty. And we're going to do some of that. Now I want you to think about what this is. I found this at Kroger's, and I think you people out west have a Smith's grocery store that's owned by Kroger's here in Cincinnati. And what these are is, it looks like a stencil, right? Well, what it is these trays that you put your paper plates in. They had these out, trying to get rid of them from the summer, and there was 2 of them in here for 87 cents. And what I did was I just cut the inside of the plate out, and now I have this cute stencil. I love it. I got this idea from Gina Aarons. She has one, but it's like a sun ray, and she said she got it out of her paper plate from the dollar store. And I was so glad to see these at Kroger's when I went there. I'm going to just set these down, make some room here. Okay, now we're going to get some dies to cut. I've already got them out here. What I what I'm going to use and show you how to do this. I made these butterflies. I made these hearts and this filigree and this other butterfly. And I have not used this die yet. I have not cut out the teacup and saucer. I don't know if we'll use that or not today, but we'll see. And here's another teapot. I used to be really into teapots. I used to scrapbook, and I bought all these when I was a scrapbooker. And I got out of scrapbooking. I just didn't think it was all that fun, but I bought a bunch of stuff. And this is one of the borders that I cut out with using the Joann's ad. And it came out so pretty. So we'll be cutting that out and show you that. And here's another filigree that I'll show you how to cut out. So let's get started. So what we're going to do is get the big shot up here. And I'm hoping it'll jiggle the table a little bit because it's just not sturdy. That my table's not sturdy, but I'm hoping that it won't, because this is on a boom arm, I'm hoping that it won't jiggle the camera. And I need to wet my whistle a little bit. I'm getting a little thirsty here, so excuse me. Drinking a little Diet Coke here. Okay, so we're gonna do this one. It is a memory box die, and it's flowers, and it's really pretty. So that's going to work just right on that paper. You see that? It's going to come out just right. So let's get the things going here. And there goes Belle again. Oh, I've got a story to tell you about Belle. She is a character. Okay, we're going to place that down. We're going to put our die in there, put our paper on it upside down. How we want it cut. Make sure it's on there. Okay, here we go. I hope this isn't shaking the camera. You hear it pop. I'm going to go back past it again. Let it pop. Okay, it should be done. Now I have a little pokey tool here because sometimes you have to use, with these real intricate dies, you have to use a pokey tool, and they have little dots in here that you kind of sometimes have to poke and get it started. And get it started here on the. Sometimes this can be tedious on these real intricate ones. Okay, looks like I've got a piece going here. Here we go. I'm going to show you and revealing. Look how pretty that is. Can you see how pretty that turned out? With just our junk mail that we get in all the time, or our coupons that we don't tend to use. I just think that's beautiful. So start thinking out of the box and using your junk mail and recycle. Okay, let's do another one. Let's do one out of the papers that we put our napkins on. Now if you wanted to, you could save that, but I'm not going to save that for anything. Okay. Put this back away. Now, it comes in an envelope. I like how they come in a little envelope to keep them in. Let's try this butterfly. Belle, stop barking, honey. She's barking at my husband, and I think Molly's down here, so they bark at each other. And they really can get going. Okay, let's cut a piece of this off. We don't need much for that butterfly. And when the glue gets on this paper, it makes it pretty stiff, so it runs through the machine really nice. Okay, and then we put the butterfly down and put this on top of it and put our other one on there, on the top of that, and run it through. And these I usually run through twice. Okay, we'll see how this comes out. This is another intricate one, so I'm going to have to use my pokey tool. So, remember the other day when I was filming and Belle came out of my bedroom? Now we've got to poke all these little things out of there. But they're easy to poke out. Anyway, she come out of my... Well, she didn't come out. My husband came out and showed me a pen that she had chewed up. Well, then the next day, she comes out of under the bed and she had the ink insides to it, which she hadn't chewed yet. My husband got that out of her mouth before she got ink out in her mouth. Well, today I'm playing with her with my feet. We kind of have this little game we play. And I was tapping my feet and she was getting excited. And she come out from under the bed with a dollar bill. A little stinker. So I was like, wow, she even got money out of my purse. So I looked under the bed and I couldn't see any more. So I thought, okay. This just goes to prove to me not to leave my purse on the floor and unzipped. Anyway, I was walking around and I look down and I see a corner out of a dollar bill. I'm like, oh my gosh, she got more money and she's chewed it up. She loves to chew paper. She loves to get paper towels and just rip them apart. She thinks that's just fun. So I got under the bed and I could not, it's real hard to see under my bed anyway, and she had chewed up a whole bunch of paper. So I went and got the broom to sweep out, and I was getting the broom, and she loves that too. She thinks that's just a fun toy to chase the broom when I'm trying to do it. Here's this butterfly. Isn't that beautiful out of the napkin paper? That just turned out beautiful. Okay, so anyway, I'm sweeping. Nothing's coming out. Finally, I just get way down on my hands and knees and trying to find this money. And I finally get down there and I find the dollar bill. Thank goodness she only chewed off one corner. She didn't chew it all up. But that's the story about Belle. She is so bad sometimes. She just is so mischievous, but I understand she's just a baby. So that's what babies do until she gets grown up. Okay, I could save this, but I might save this, yeah, because you know what? And I'm going to get this one back out of the garbage because these I can collage on my drop paper. I forgot all about that. Okay, let's do another one. What happened to the butterfly? What did I do with my butterfly? Did anybody see my butterfly? Did I put it away? No. And you know what? There's another part to this butterfly that I didn't cut out. Its wings. Its antennas. I forgot its antennas. We got to do that. Here's my butterfly. Alright, let's get another little piece of this paper and cut the antennas out. Gotta have antennas on our butterfly. Gotta have a body. I'm dedicating this video to my mother-in-law because she doesn't get to come downstairs and see my equipment, and she's just couldn't understand what I was cutting these all out with. She thought I was fussy cutting them with scissors. So I'm showing her the big shot and how it's done. This is to you, Mom. Okay, now I'm going to go back over them again, make sure they're cut, and maybe one more time. Looks like they cut really good. And we have another piece of collage paper. And we have our body. And there's our body to our butterfly. Can everybody see that? Whoa! Whoa! Okay. Does everybody see that? Okay. Let's do the heart. This one's a real intricate one again. See all that? It's really beautiful when it's cut out. Let's do that out of this pretty blue one. This little piece over here, it's really nice blue. Put it down on our the other one on top. Away we go. And this one I have to cut a couple of times also. Make sure that it cuts all the way through. Okay. Get the grand reveal here. I had problems with this the last time I cut it out. It didn't want to cut out, and I had to use my my craft knife to get some of the pieces out. But let's see if we can poke them out with the pokey tool. You know what? I'm going to run that through again as if we have a lot of it. So I'm going to run it through again and see if we can't get it cut through. Sometimes these can be little boogers. You don't want to cut all the way through. So we'll put it at a different angle this time and run it through again. Okay, I'm going to run it through a couple of times. Maybe 3 or 4 or 5 times. That's my table squeaking. I have a card table out here that's kind of rickety. It's pretty old, but it works. Okay, let's see if we got this one out now, if it cut out better. There's just going to be stubborn pieces that don't want to cut. We're getting there. Are y'all with me here? I'm got quiet because I'm concentrating on this. Hopefully I'm not going to tear something. I don't want to tear it. These are so pretty when they're cut right. So tiny, so intricate. We're almost there. Well, anyway, some of these at the bottom didn't want to cut out. So I'm not going to take the time right now to get my craft tool and my craft knife and my cutting thing to do them on, but I'll cut those out later. But anyway, isn't that beautiful? Just comes out. I just love the way that these napkins work. Okay. Okay, let's see. What else do we want to do? Heart, heart, where did you go, heart? There it is. It's so funny how us YouTubers can lose our stuff when we're working. We just lose it. Okay, let's do this filigree. This is another intricate one, but this one cuts out pretty good, I do believe. I do think I remember it does. So we'll try, see. How about if we use the flamingo one? Cut it out of this bright pink flamingo paper, napkin paper. Okay, make sure you turn your paper on top of your, what you're going to cut out. Belle's having a tizzy fit over something. She can get going. Here we go. Hang on a minute, I'm going to shut the door. Okay, we're going to go back and forth on this one a few times also. And you know what? Our paper slipped. Darn it. So, well, we can still use it. It will just be a mistake or an opportunity, should we say. These are coming out pretty good. Now, if I was sending this away to somebody, I'd recut it, but just for me, I just didn't get the swirls on these ends didn't come out. The paper slipped when I was pushing it through. Which happens sometimes. Sometimes I use some tape to tape them down, but that's okay. But we can do it again. Get rid of all of this little pieces. The bigger pieces I'll keep. Now let's do it out of a different paper this time. do it out of this bright paper. Cut enough, big enough paper that maybe it won't slide this time. Piece of paper. Oh. Okay, we're gonna stick it down there. Put our paper on it. Okay, here we go. Push it through one more time. Maybe one more time. Okay, let's see how this one came out. I'm going to put this away. Back in its envelope. Okay, this one came out beautiful. I always get quiet when I'm poking these things out. I must be really concentrating. I don't have any other stories to tell. Wish I did. Beautiful that is. It's just gorgeous. I love these dies. The people I was getting them from when I was doing scrapbooking, they quit dealing with this company because I guess they weren't nice. They didn't have very nice ethics with people who are ordering from them. So I didn't get any more because they quit carrying them. Alright, let's try the other one. This one's beautiful. This is called Aroma Flourish. See that? So, let's see what we want to cut that one out with. Let's use the pretty sunflowers. Okay, I'm sticking it down, so putting it down on the plate so the die is up, the paper's facing down on it. put our other plate on it. And hopefully it doesn't move. Now roll it through. And we'll do it again. We'll do it a few times. Make sure that it cuts all the way through. Okay. Good collage paper. Here we go. We have to get it started with poke it through a hole here and hopefully get a piece of it started. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Isn't that beautiful? I just think they're gorgeous. They're so fun to use on pages. And what's better, it's fun to make your own paper to cut them out of. Okay, let's try on this. This is kind of a thin piece of paper, so I don't know how well it'll cut. I'm sure it will cut fine. I have another die over here that is, I have several dies, but this is the Sizzix dress form die. And I thought maybe we would cut this one out and see how that works out of this paper.